Recently, the air in Beijing's political circle feels very wrong. A message on the X platform suddenly blew up. Zhao Leji openly supported Zhang Yuxia, directly going against Xi Jinping. At the same time, three big shots in the military industry lost their spots as representatives in the People's Congress. This points straight to a big hole of corruption in Zhang Yuxia's old base, the Equipment Development Department. It shatters Xi Jinping's big dream of making it to 2035. On the news side, official media has started to show weird changes lately. Xi Jinping's important news suddenly can't stay on the top spot. It keeps getting replaced by unimportant messages. This makes people wonder, is it getting harder for Xi Jinping to go back to being the only big boss? Even more exciting, there are changes in the army. Many units in different war zones are being moved. Areas around Beijing seem to be in a special setup. Some people even say a shocking thing. This year's New Year's Eve might turn into a political get rid of Xi, from the People's Congress storm to the military industry cleanup, from official media's cold treatment to army moves. All these clues weave together and point to the same question. What is really happening in Beijing's top level? Is Xi Jinping's power getting tighter, or is it shaking? On February 5th, a message from News Investigation quickly got hot on the X platform. In just 24 hours, it got almost 440,000 reads. The message said, "All international media are shocked. Today, the National People's Congress emergency meeting led by Zhao Leji did not approve Xi Jinping's arrest of Zhang Yuxia and Liu Jinli as representatives. People outside thought the emergency meeting was just to finish legal steps. They didn't expect Zhao Leji to support Zhang Yuxia and openly go against Xi. Both Zhang Yuxia and Liu Jinli are army representatives in the People's Congress. According to Chinese law, to arrest representatives, the People's Congress must approve or the case can't move forward in law. Let's see what Xi Jinping does now. In the People's Congress rules, one power is that representatives' freedom is specially protected. To arrest, judge, or hold representatives and limit their freedom, it must get permission from the People's Congress Presidium or Standing Committee. And the Chinese Communist Party People's Congress website shows that Zhang Yuxia and Liu Zhenli are still National People's Congress representatives. Both are in the Army and Armed Police Group. Once the message came out, the internet got lively right away. All kinds of keyboard experts jumped in. Why does Zhao Leji dare? Because the army backs him. Anti-Xi military forces have surrounded Beijing. Xi is in danger. The deadlock is hard to break. They pulled their imagination to the sky. There are also law expert netizens who jumped out to explain, to arrest People's Congress representatives by rule, first report to the Standing Committee, then meeting decides, then arrest. Xi skipped a step. That's against the law. If it's just to remove those three deputy minister-level guys, no need to hold an extra meeting. More comments didn't want to fall behind. Zhao Leji means to protect Zhang and Liu, and they are army representatives. So Xi Jinping can only say, forget it? Things are more complicated. Now see how Xi boss uses gangs or secret people to deal with Zhao Leji. If not this year, he might get caught too. Haha, is Communist China going to have three branches of power? Xi Jinping's power doesn't care about any rules anymore. Where is the law in Communist China? The People's Congress is useless, just decoration. Who dares to oppose? In the end, these comments mostly build on one idea. Zhao Leji openly fights Xi Jinping. It means there must be a bigger story behind, but we normal netizens can't see it. Commentator Jin Yi thinks, for these flying rumors, Xi Jinping's side is also in a tough spot. If they stay quiet, people's imagination will run wild like a horse off the leash. Versions like Zhao Leji fights Xi Jinping or army surrounds Beijing city will spread more crazy, perfectly meeting the crowd's wish for communist top-level fights. But if they rush to respond, no matter what, they face close checks from public opinion. It's like admitting that the tightly controlled talk power is grabbed back a bit by the people. More trouble is, if official words have a small hole, a new round of explain versions will pop up right away. The communists can only keep running tired in the opinion field. Commentator Tang Jingyuan thinks next month's two meetings are near. Keeping Zhang and Liu's representative spots doesn't make sense. Removing them this month is normal. But the People's Congress meeting didn't move. After the end of January Political Bureau meeting, it's the second make-up ticket fail. It shows big resistance inside the party. Xi Jinping underestimated the backlash after catching Zhang Yuxia. Everyone doesn't say yes, doesn't support. Though Zhang Yuxia and Liu Jinli are safe, The three people who lost People's Congress spots this time are key figures in Communist military modernization plan. Reuters thinks it will speed up deadly blocks to Xi Jinping's big goals, and Xi's dream will shatter. The three military industry big shots who lost spots are Zhu Xinmin, Luo Qi, and Liu Kangli. Zhu Xinmin from Linchuan in Jiangxi, Masters in Mechanical Engineering from Huazhong University of Science and Technology, longtime in China commercial aircraft company. In March 2024, became chairman of China Aviation Industry Group. Now his name is gone from the official website. Luo Qi from Zigong in Sichuan, Masters in Engineering Thermal Physics from Xi'an Jiaotong University. In 2022, became Chief Engineer of China National Nuclear Corporation, also PhD mentor at China Institute of Atomic Energy and Chinese Academy of Engineering academician. He is a core tech person in China's nuclear power system now. Liu Kangli from Qishan in Shaanxi, PhD from California Institute of Technology, Chinese Academy of Sciences academician. Former head of China Academy of Engineering Physics, in charge of nuclear weapon development. Commentator Zhang Tianliang thinks these three are deputy minister-level officials from military industry closely tied to Zhang Yuxia's interest trades. During Zhang Yuxia's long time as head of Central Military Commission Equipment Development Department, Zhang as buyer controlled huge weapon buy power. Zhou Xinmin and others places are core seller suppliers, forming a closed interest loop. Removing the three means breakthrough in Zhang Yuxia case probe. Exposing corruption in Equipment Development Department. Xi Jinping set a goal to make China fully military modern by 2035, to become the world's biggest military spender after the US. But US Pentagon's latest check says deep corruption in Communist Army is badly blocking military modernization. Xi's 2035 goal is blocked. Army corruption is deadly hurt. After official announce of checking Zhang Yuxia and Liu Zhenli, official media once showed time go back scenes. Big official sites and army sites went back to old ways from years ago. Any news linked to Xi Jinping must hang on top, and hang for many days, like back to the great time of Xi boss, only big one. But weird, this scene seems to quietly change taste lately. Commentator Mei Lingshuang watched official and army media pages, found a thought-provoking thing. Xi Jinping's important news, lately the live time on top spot, clearly got shorter. For example, February 4th, in theory the most important news is Xi Jinping's talk with Uruguay President Orsi on the 3rd. By old rule, this news must hold top for a day. Result? Whole big daytime, whether ArmyNet, XinhuaNet, PeopleNet, or State CouncilNet, CongressNet, top hung all an old message. Agriculture and village modernization push solid, full revival. In other words, an old policy file hard-pressed Xi Jinping's foreign talk news. Isn't it a bit odd? Until February 4th evening, Xi Jinping talked on phone with Russia President Putin, US President Trump one after another. These sites only change top and evening. By reason, talks with Trump and Putin for Xi Jinping are rare bright moments. Best to show world status good stuff. Result, more weird came. February 5th morning, Xi Jinping phone with US President Trump. Xi Jinping video meet with Russia President Putin. These two heavy news actually quickly pulled from top, only left top two news spots. What replaced? China-Laos two parties, two countries' top leaders together announced start China-Laos friendly year. Its Xi Jinping reply letter to Laos leader Thonglan announced 2026 as China-Laos friendly year. Frankly, compared to talks with Trump and Putin, this news importance is not in same level. More fun? This top title doesn't even have Xi Jinping three words. This is very thought-provoking. If after catching Zhang and Liu, Xi Jinping really got full support in party and army, sit steady, only one edge seat, then official media should make big noise, dense push, hold C News high. But what we see is just opposite. More drama. By February 5th evening, PeopleNet top changed to a soft as can be article, City South New Things, shared life code in old alleys. Did Xi Jinping have no activity whole day? Or some news not easy to put in most eye-catching spot? These signs put together, easy make people have one doubt. After moving on Zhang and Liu, is Xi not like outside think, retake full control? Maybe meant not small block in party and army. This also in some way shows Xi now want back to only big one state, maybe not so smooth. Of course, another maybe. Under big pressure, Xi chooses low-key for now, play his best act pig eat tiger again. Wait clean done. then take power at once. Is it first or second? Hard to say now. But one thing's sure, this top power game next steps risk very high. Just now we talked from official media news style change, Xi Jinping want back to old only big one state. Getting harder. And more to note is army changes. Surface calm, but under waves move. Lately, former Navy mid-level staff Yao Cheng gave a quite thought-provoking view. He thinks current military setup is basically done, and this is not normal drill, but a layered, targeted special action. First, each war zone's combined brigades are doing hidden train setup in their areas. What is hidden train? It's combat prep with fake enemy, targeted. More shocking is second level. Beijing around already surrounded by troops. From info, North War Zone 79 Army, Shandong 80 Army, and Mid War Zone 81, 82, 83 Army all moved. This big-scale whole country one chess troop move can't be some person or unit private act, but planned war prep setup. So, defend against who? Answer maybe in stop escape. This very secret emergency combat plan said even no file sent, all single-line contact, mouth tell, secret level very high. Who is behind hand? More explosive, Yao Cheng made a quite bold guess. He says this year's New Year's Eve likely become political meaning. Get rid of Xi. His logic, New Year time, often army war prep, most loose. Also easiest surprise attack time. By control, Beijing around. Force Xi Jinping step down. Do fair law trial. This may be emergency plan final goal. Yao Cheng says, 1 point Zhang Yuxia push very important. That is, army nationalize. Only army, no more. Some dictator's private army, officer's life and money safe, can get protect under law. Not today, Xi Jinping want catch. Who catch who? So, coming New Year's Eve night, will big shocking thing happen? Xi Jinping often says 100-year no big change. And now, this change, is it already at his feet? This play, far from end. Please subscribe, share, and turn on the little bell. Together hold truth in chaos, light hope in dark.